Hey guys, looks like it's beer 30. Let's go see what's in the fridge today.
Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. I do appreciate it. Today's beer comes from Sierra Nevada. This is their Bigfoot. And it's got 2019 on the upper label up here, which tells me that it's a 2019 release. But this was bottled on December 5th of 2018. So this is officially their 2019 edition. I don't know how often they brew it. It says it's a winter, so December 5th would put it smack dab in the winter, but maybe it was not distributed until the first of the year. I do not know. This was sent to me by Mr. Fudge, so thanks again. I do appreciate it, sir. Awesome beer mail package you sent me. Can't reiterate that enough, and I am very appreciative of all the beers that you sent. This is, according to what he's got on the label here, it's a 9.6%er. I think they're probably kind of keeping that pretty consistent from batch to batch or year to year, depending on how they brew it. I think it's probably a once a year beer, but I'm just guessing there. And it is a barley wine, of course. So we've got the ABV, we've got the bottled on date. Let's jump over to Untapped and see if they have any additional information. They're saying it is 90 IBUs. And guys, I've done several of these recently that I had been cellaring. Commercial description says an award-winning American barley wine boasting a dense fruity bouquet, an intense flavor, palate, and deep reddish brown color. Its big maltiness is superbly balanced by wonderfully bittersweet hoppiness. Bigfoot captures the imagination, and its character is as big as the name implies, with huge hoppiness in its earthy aroma and chewy palate and a great depth of flavor. So I do appreciate a nice barley wine, and this one's not huge. I mean, a lot of the barley wines are 10% above. This is getting close to the 10%, so not a monster beer. I don't call them monster beers till they get 10% or above. But it's getting real close at 9.6%. So just remember that if you're drinking this somewhere out at a bar or brew pub, this is a fairly big beer. You wouldn't want to have probably 2 of these and try to drive. So drink responsibly. Don't want to see you get hurt or go to jail or hurt any innocent people or children. That's what I reiterate a lot of times on these bigger beers. Let's drink responsibly, guys. Need to do that. That's why you see me doing all of my beers here. I'm not driving, and I don't drive after I've had something like this. So, with that being said, let me mark this off, and we'll get on with this review. We've gone over the commercial description: 90 IBUs, 9.6 ABV, bottled on date. So let's get it into the glass and see what the 2019, it also has 2019 on top of the cap here too, guys. Nice hiss. Very nice hiss. This is a fairly fresh beer, even though it's 6 months old. So it may be, this is a great beer to cellar, guys. And this beer sells very, very, very well. With that big hiss, you see we're going to get some decent carbonation, probably on this beer. Especially when you stand it up and do that heavy back end pour, which really reinforces that head. Almost 2 fingers of head on that pour. Very nice. It is a rich brown mahogany color. Not a lot of light coming through the big bulb part here, but I can see light through the thin part down here. Some of the barley wines are a little darker than this. This is a very nice looking barley wine. So, very nice. And that head's kind of sticking around a little bit too, so it ain't dissipating too fast. Let's get it to the nose and see what we got. Yeah. Very nice rich roasted malt. A nice barley wine sweetness to it. Hints of caramel and toffee. Maybe a little bit of molasses, not much. And it probably has a little dark fruit in there too once it comes up to room temperature. A very nice smelling beer for a fairly fresh barley wine. Smells good. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Mr. Fudge. Thank you, sir. I do appreciate it. Very nice. Very, very nice. I am a fan of bourbon barrel versions of beers. To me, I think this would be a great candidate for a bourbon barrel aging on this. Just to kick it up a notch or 12. Very pleasant. It does have some bitterness to it to try to balance out that 9.6% alcohol, especially with 90 IBUs. So the bitterness is there. I've had sweeter barley wines and easier, smoother to drink barley wines. But this is not an expensive barley wine to buy. So, and Sierra Nevada just has a huge distribution. So, you should be able to get this if it's available in your area. And most of the time, like I said, Sierra Nevada has a massive beer distribution. I don't know if they're in every state, but they go a lot of places. So this is right out of the fridge. Let's sip on it and see what the fresh version of the 2019 edition of Bigfoot Barleywine brings to the table. Alright guys, I'm back. Been sipping on it a while. Awesome lacing that's left on the glass. Guys, this is a very tasty beer. I don't think it's world class or anything like that, but it is a very, very well made beer. Nice lacing. Usually tells you it's a quality beer if you get that kind of lacing on a 9.6%er. I would buy this beer. That's the biggest recommendation I can give to a beer, is to tell you that I would spend my money on it. It's not a very pricey beer to buy, and it's got a huge distribution, like I said earlier, and it is a great beer to cellar. If you want to cellar this beer, it cellars very, very well. So a lot of great attributes to go along with this beer. Drink it fresh, drink it cellared. Awesome beer. Like I said, I've had this beer cellared for many, many, many years, and it's still just as tasty, if not better, than it is when it's fresh like this, or fairly fresh. Being 6 months old, I don't know if I'd have had this at 1st of January, if I'd have been super impressed, because a lot of the times when you get to these bigger beers like this, they're kind of hot. And when I say hot, they're a little more boozier when they're fresh, and as they cellar, they tend to mellow out and the flavors combine a little bit better. So, like I said, great beer to cellar. And I think this is probably done in a 4-pack instead of a 6-pack, being a barley wine, 9.6%. So, pick up a 4-pack because it's not going to break the budget, and have one fresh and then put one away for 2, 3, 5 years. Then have another one 10 years down the road, and another one later on. Or if you want to do a vertical from different years, a great one to do that with. So, a very nice beer. A very, very nice beer. Like I said, I think the bourbon barrel version is a little tastier than this, but this is not claiming to be a barrel aged version. So, it is what it is. Final chug. Very nice. And I find this beer just as tasty with 5 years on it or 10 years on it, guys. This is one of those that you can cellar. without any problems at all. So very impressive beer. Like I said, I don't think it's a 10 beer, and if you say it is, I would not argue with you at all on that. It's an A- beer to me, but it is a little almost to the A category. It is a very, very well made barley wine. But like I said, I like the bourbon barrel version a little bit better than that, than this one. So 94 for me, guys. A-, but at the top of the A- scale. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 4.14. Also in their A-, they say it's exceptional. No argument. It is a tasty beer. And over to Untapped, they have it at 3.9. I think it's better than that. It's definitely into the A category, guys. Especially for the distribution, the alcohol, the price, the bottled on date, the ABV on the label, everything other than the IBUs, which is Untapped has it right on their site. So if you're not a member of Untapped, you need to sign up for that. And that way you can get access on your smartphone or whatever if you're buying beers and see what other people are thinking and get a lot more information that may not be on the package, either the bottle or the can or whatever. So I do post on Untapped. If you want to follow me, I am under Big Valves, BIGVALVES. I don't post on Untapped, and I don't go to Rate Beer at all anymore since they sold out. So nice beer. So if you've had the 2019 edition of Sierra Nevada's Bigfoot, let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.